Thanks again for rejoining us on the ITV Nigerian Decide Studios. It's our flagship program, maiden edition of our countdown to the 2023 general elections. We'll be bringing you all the issues to help you make sense of them and take action. In a moment, we'll be having on set the Edo State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Mr. Obo Afanga, but that will be in a moment. But now, we have a sponsored interview, courtesy of the PDP candidate, Oredo Federal Constituency House of Representatives, talking about Honorable Sonny Aguebor. We have his representative here, who is the Edo State Chairman of Citizens Forum, Edo State Citizens Forum, talking about Comrade Roy Oredo. Roy, thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, as is always the case, Oredo Federal Constituency is very, very unique in several ways. Perhaps one of it being that is a constituency that is located in the heart of Benin City, the state capital, and one of the metropolitan local government council. Let's talk about the aspirations of Sonny Aguebor. How realistic is this against the background of other contending parties and individuals within that constituency?
You know, first of all, we are like concerned Edo Citizens Forum. I am the convener. You know, we are taking our time to evaluate all the candidates. And we found that there is something very unique about Sonny Aguebor, KBB. You know, we look at the manifesto. You have just said the position of Oredo. And Oredo is a local government and it's a federal constituency that is very dear to all of us in Edo State. If you get it right in Oredo, you get it right in Oredo. We are looking at a representation that will be dear for the people. We are looking at a representation who care about the people. We are looking at a representation that when somebody is in Abuja representing us at the level of Oredo, we will be proud. And that person is called Sonny Aguebor. He has demonstrated that in business. He has demonstrated that in character. He has demonstrated that in capacity. Therefore, it will be an error if he don't go to Abuja to represent us. And I'm telling the Edo people, this is a man we should watch out. This is a man we have to look very closely, very gentleman, very calm. A man who, he have all the network to represent the Edo people. You recall that he was, as a man who had been in diaspora, he came here, established different businesses, and he's doing well. And you can see how he relates with people. It's one of those personalities who does not segregate. His gate is open 24 hours, you can access it. And those are the kind of representation we are looking for. Somebody, you have an issue, you can call him, you can go to his house, you can access it. When he gets to Abuja, he should be able to relate what happened. You recall the National Assembly, kind of National Assembly we have now. The former National Assembly was also this one, and you see the level, anything that is required by the president, they quickly approve it. And that's the reason why our debt profile is on the increase by seconds. Why? Because we have a representation that are not independent-minded. And a man called Sonny Aguebor, going there to represent Oredo on the level of House of Rep, he will be able to provide those kind of character, going to provide a quality that Edo people will be proud of. And that's the reason why we endorse it. And we are still telling Edo people, if you want to vote in Oredo, look at the direction of Sonny Aguebor, the platform of PDP. A very platform which I believe that he will use to get to Abuja. By the grace of God, he's getting there. We are doing the mobilization, and the mobilization is going well.
Okay. We know that politics requires mobilizing people, just like you mentioned, interacting with people, conscientizing people. But you also need to have that political experience to be able to relate to the people, for the people to accept you. What is your assessment of Sonny Aguebor's political experience within the Oredo Federal Constituency?
The experience is to me, is total. It have always been there. It's not new defeat. This is not the first time Sonny Aguebor will be coming out. And you know that considering who he is, considering his pedigree, one would naturally expect him to be the ticket. And that is the mobilization we are doing now. And that is why we are reaching out to people. He's not segregating anybody. He's not looking down on anybody. He's reaching out to critical stakeholders. And one very fundamental is that the kind of representation is going to bring is a representation that is people-oriented. You look at the manifesto, you look at what he set out to do for Oredo people, you will agree with me that Sonny Aguebor KBB on the platform of PDP will deliver that. He have contested, you recall when he came back 99, you recall that he contested, you know, because of the shenanigans there, you know, he surrendered. Now he's coming out with full force. He picked the cater, he's the candidate of PDP now. Very humble and homely human being. I have never seen kind of person in my entire life that who is very highly gregarious. He believes in the people. There is no decision he takes, even at the level of his campaign organization, he cannot single-handedly take a decision without reaching out to people. And I believe with this kind of orientation, with this kind of understanding, if he gets to the House of Rep, is he going to prepare and work on people-oriented policy by way of legislation? And that's the reason why we say he should be there. He had the political experience. He's not low in the game. He had been diaspora. He did well when he was in diaspora. He came to Nigeria. He has some different businesses. He's doing well. He's interacting with people. One of the very fine gentlemen who believe that politics is a call to service.
In that call to service, I'd like to get your take on what's his plans for youth unemployment, the plight of women, particularly against the background that we know in Edo State, the issue of illegal migration, trafficking is still very rampant, and some of those social vices.
Now, you agree with me, the issue of illegal migration is an authority in that field. He has been in diaspora for a very long time. He understands the rudiments. Therefore, these are some of the things bringing to board. He wants to discourage illegal migration. How does it do that? Through job creation. He has been doing it on a personal level. He has a bit different business. The records are there. He's doing well in the tourism business. The records are there. Therefore, what he's doing now is going to create a job opportunity at the level of government. He's already doing that now. If you go there now, it's campaign office, there's a compendium of the unemployed youth. You know, that compendium is there.
Okay.
He's doing well, he's doing a compendium of the unemployed youth. The women is also doing that. He's taking inventory by those women. The man is doing well marvelously in terms of those representation. Therefore, there is nothing to argue about. I have interacted with almost all the old candidates. I saw that uniqueness in Sonny Aguebor. You know, one is taking a dossier of the unemployed as we are talking. Therefore, if you don't know, you have the data of all the unemployed, you cannot be able to formulate a policy. He's taking the dossier. The women is taking the dossier of the women. He's going to provide that representation. By the time he finishes the collation of all the unemployed people and the women within Oredo, what is next is to create job. And that job is going to attract that job and empowerment to the youth.
Okay. For a man who has created several platforms and opportunities to affect the lives of the people in his constituency, just like you said, he has several business interests, platforms through which he's doing that. So why should he bother getting himself involved in politics? Why don't you sustain all of those businesses that you already have so that you can affect more lives? Why getting yourself involved in politics?
On his personal level, he's doing well in terms of business. He's a successful businessman. But there's a limit to what you can do as on an individual.
So he wants to have government money?
No, not government.
Access to government.
He wants to broaden his horizon so that he can have opportunity to increase the level of empowerment for the youth, job creation. He's doing that on a personal level. You agree with me that when you are in government, you have the ability to attract government to your people. As I'm talking to you, he's already looking at the road leading Upper Airport Road. You know, that's one of the first projects he's talking about. That he went on the campaign to along that road. The man said, no, this is unacceptable. He's already doing that collation. For a man who have that kind of feeling for the people, he cannot use his own personal money to go and be tied on, but he can attract it. And that's the reason why he's in government. And that's the reason why he wants to be in government. And that's the reason why he's telling Edo people, especially those who reside in Oredo, who are voting in Oredo, they must consider Sonny Aguebor, aka Bibi. This is the first time out since this era. This is the first time we'll be talking politically. I am not supposed to do this, but we cannot continue to keep quiet when we see somebody who have what it takes to represent the people. We will not keep quiet. If I keep quiet, I'm doing the above disservice. Therefore, I must speak out. I must tell Edo people. I must tell those who reside in Oredo that there's something unique about Sonny Aguebor, aka Bibi, on the platform of PDP that we should elect him. Let us send him to Abuja, and we will testify of his goodness. I can tell you that.
There are those who feel that the party went through a protracted crisis about who is what, and that lingered for a long, long time. The feeling that may be a great disadvantage to him. You want to say something along those lines?
No, that cannot be a disadvantage, because I'm talking now, what happened within the PDP was a family issue, and they are able to resolve it. As I'm talking to you, there is a high power delegation in terms of reconciliation. That one is going on. They are reconciling. That reconciliation will give birth to him. Therefore, he won the primary. That is not in doubt. The party had an issue at the time. They have able to they resolve the whole matter. As I'm talking to you now, they are talking in one voice. They are speaking in one voice. I'm very convinced that the issue will be ultimately be resolved, and they are doing that. The governor
so you're saying, in effect, that Sonny Aguebor is the candidate to be. Give us more details along those lines.
Yes, Sonny Aguebor, if you even look at Oredo now, President, Sonny Aguebor is the only person who is even campaigning vigorously. You agree with me? The rest candidates are not campaigning. They have since even given up. Because they saw what he's doing, they are seeing the mobilization, they are seeing the support, maximum support is enjoying for people, they are seeing the acceptability, how people are accepting him. The rest candidate, to the best of my knowledge, no, they are not campaigning. They are all just, with due respect to all of them, because I know almost all the key players here, there is no any other candidate who is campaigning apart from Sonny Aguebor, aka BP.
Therefore, there are those who will disagree with you when you say that.
Definitely,
they are campaigning.
Definitely, they will disagree with me. You will not expect somebody to hear that, I will tell you. And if you don't disagree with me, I have no reason to be here. They should disagree with me so that we can take it to the next level. And we showcase what Sonny Aguebor is doing, his intention, his movement around Oredo, across the whole world. This is the only man who have that representation. He's moving, he's not sleeping, he's talking to people. This is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
You know, when you understand those things, you know Sonny Aguebor, of a truth, is the man to beat in this election. I will give it to him. He deserves to represent the people at the level of Abuja.
All right. So on a final note, talk to the electorate in Oredo constituency, Oredo Federal constituency, as we gradually wind up this interview.
Let me quickly use this opportunity to call the Oredo people not to disappoint me. This is the first time I'll be coming out as the voice of the commoner, to be talking to the people. I'll be on the side of the people in all my life. But this is the first time I'm opening line endorsing a candidate, and we are mobilizing for him. That Sonny Aguebor is the man we have to go for. He's the man who deserves to be there. He's the man who can represent a very calm human being. I have never seen that kind of characteristics in human being. Very calm. Therefore, he had the idea. The exposure is there. The experience is there. What are we not looking for? That is the reason why I'm calling on the people, those who are voting in Oredo here. If you get there, that they look for the platform of PDP on the House of Rep. Vote there. I'm not telling you, I'm not deceiving you. I'm speaking fast and figure about him. After this program, you can go further to go and investigate what I'm telling you now. You will agree with me that Sonny Aguebor, aka BB, is a man to go to House of Rep to be for us there. And at the end of the day, we will all rejoice and testify.
All right, thank you very much, Roy Oredo, convener. Do Citizens Forum. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you
for having me. Just to let our viewers know that this segment of the program is open to all the candidates or their sponsors or their associates or those who have endorsed them in one way or the other to come and use it to sell and engage the electorate so you can have them vote for you. So it's open for participation and for sponsorship. It's still Nigeria Decides on independent television, reaching you live. We'll take a short break. When we return, we'll be talking with the resident electoral commissioner, Edo State, in a moment. Don't go away.